Welcome back to FF2M coverage here at Silverstone. I am Joseph Willows, your FF2M commentator, and we are here this time around for the sprint race of FF2M. Yesterday, of course, we had the feature race, which saw, of course, Stoffel Vandoorne take his first victory of the season for Willows Racing, and it was a very exciting race, it must be said, and hopefully we're in it for more here today for the sprint race. Here's your previous winners, of course. As mentioned earlier, of course, Stoffel Vandoorne taking the victory yesterday. Very good performance by him today. Thomas Gonzalez not having a good performance yesterday, it must be saying, dropping down the field quite a bit during this feature race. He'll be hoping to make amends in the sprint race. He obviously starts a little bit further forward in the sprint race, of course, due to the fact that the top 8 get reversed, but we'll obviously have to wait and see, really, to see if he can possibly try and get another win this weekend, of course, as we get some great view of the trees around here at Silverstone. Here is a view of the track for anybody who didn't see yesterday. We've got 14 laps today here in the sprint race, so a very short race, it must be said. I've also got some clarification of what this layout actually is specifically. It's actually the 2001 version of Silverstone, so not far off from 2009, but yeah, it's got some updated sponsorship boards as well, though. So, but I have been assured by Aged this is the 2001 version of Silverstone, so it should hopefully be an exciting race. It's obviously a different version to what we've been using in the past in FF1M and FF2M, of course, but doesn't mean we can't get any good racing around here, that's for sure, as proven yesterday. Right, here is the grid then for today's sprint race here at Silverstone. It's Alexander Rossi who takes pole position with Esteban Ocon in second. Thomas Gonzalez, as we mentioned earlier, starts in third with Fabio Lima fourth. Shell Pick in fifth with Cooper Lee in sixth. Max Verstappen will start in seventh with yesterday's winner Stoffel Vandoorne starting in eighth. Then it is Genjo Chi in ninth with Pascal Wehrlein 10th. Asuki Yoshida will start 11th, Felipe Nasr 12th, Sergei Sirotkin in 13th, Antonio Felix da Costa 14th, Pierre Gasly 15th, Daniel Kvyat in 16th, with Marcus Ericsson in 17th, Naoki Yamamoto in 18th, Benjamin Pryor in 19th, with Will Stevens in 20th, Nicholas Latifi in 21st, and Max Chilton in 22nd and last for STV Racing. So there is your grid then for the sprint race here at Silverstone. As mentioned, we've got 14 laps of action, and hopefully it should be a very exciting race indeed. Esteban Ocon possibly looking to try and make it 2 wins out of 2 here at Silverstone for Willows Jr. Alexander Rossi looking like he wants to try and pick up his first victory of the season, and Thomas Gonzalez looking to make amends after what had been a very tricky feature race for him yesterday. But here we are then on the grid for the sprint race as the 5 lights are now on. And the sprint race here at Silverstone is underway, and it seems to be a good start from Ocon. He's got alongside Rossi as they make their way down towards Cups Corner for the first time today, as Ocon trying to go all the way around the outside of Rossi, heading out of Cups Corner now. It looks to be a clean start so far from the field, and it looks like Rossi might just have the edge to keep hold of the lead. He does so, but Ocon trying to go around the outside into Maggots is not going to quite work out. He's actually still side by side with him going into Beckett's. The 2 Spaniel cars are side by side with each other, Gonzalez and Lima. Gonzalez just able to hold off Lima at this point in time, but it seems that everybody has got through the first few corners safely as they make their way down towards Hangar Straight for the first time today. Is now Ocon going to the inside of Rossi. Can he get the lead from the American? And yes, he can. Esteban Ocon takes the lead here in the sprint race at Silverstone, as meantime the 2 Spaniels are again side by side. Gonzalez still able to just hold on. We've got a spinner. It's Max Chilton. Max Chilton has spun just at Stowe Corner there. I wonder if he's made contact with someone, but not a good start from Max Chilton at all. He obviously started in last position, and again his weekend here at Silverstone in his home race, of course, has gone from bad to worse indeed as they make their way towards the Abbey chicane for the first time today. As you can see now, Rossi starting to drop back a bit now from Esteban Ocon. He's suddenly going to be under pressure from championship leader Thomas Gonzalez. It looks like he's got a bit of a break between himself and teammate Fabio Lima. Shell Pick is in 5th with Stoffel Vandoorne 6th, Cooper Lee in 7th, and Pascal Wehrlein rounding at the top here. Of course, only the top 6 get points in the sprint races. We've got a replay of what exactly happened with Max Chilton going into Stowe Corner. Let's have a look. He was battling with the 2 Lavazza cars, and he clipped the back of one of them. I'm not quite sure which one it was, but he clipped the back of them, and as a result, it sent him for a spin at Stowe Corner. Meantime, we've got a replay of what went on down at Vale, and there was more contact. That was Max Verstappen, and I believe that might have been Genjo Chi he made contact with. It looked like Genjo Chi, so there was contact down at Vale, and it's dropped Max Verstappen way down the field. As meantime in the background now, Gonzalez on the inside of Rossi, and he takes the place. Thomas Gonzalez moves up into second position. position. Now could he go after Esteban Ocon and try and get a victory here at Silverstone? Meantime, his teammate Fabio Lima in the background is having to fend off from Charles Pic. Meantime, we look at the two teammates. There's another lock-up, and Verstappen has gone off again. Max Verstappen has spun. What is going on with Verstappen today? He's spun off now at the exit of Mackett into the beginning of Beckett, and Max Verstappen's day is going from bad to worse. Meantime, now we look at Charles Pic, who's now going to have a look at Fabio Lima for 4th position. He's going to the inside. Can he get him into Stowe corner? And yes, he can. Up into 4th place goes Charles Pic, and now he's on the prowl of Alexander Rossi now then. Rossi's already lost a place to Thomas Gonzalez, and now he's going to lose a place to Charles Pic, as Pic now gets himself up into 3rd position. Looks like Gonzalez is now starting to close up onto Esteban Ocon. Meantime, Stoffel Vandoorne now is up into 5th position. He's just past Fabio Lima, as you just saw there. So P5 now from yesterday's winner. As now we're going to look at Genjo Chi now. He's going on the inside of... yes, that is Genjo Chi. He gets himself up into 8th position. And I've just realised it wasn't Genjo Chi who hit Max Verstappen early. It was someone else. I couldn't quite tell. But meantime, we've got... that's Pascal Wehrlein now getting himself up into the points. He's just past Fabio Lima. So up into 6th place goes the young German. As we now look at Da Costa, who's on the back of Pierre Gasly now then. And there's contact between Gasly and Da Costa. And he spun. Da Costa has spun off, and just like Max Verstappen, he's now going to start dropping all the way down the field. So not a good day for that team indeed. We now look at Asuki Yoshida now and his way through Maggotts, and he's gone off. The Japanese driver has gone off. Asuki Yoshida has gone back around, and luckily nobody was there to collect him there at Beckett's, because that could have ended in disaster for the Japanese driver. But fortunately, no one was there to collect him, and he'll live to fight another day. Meantime, we now turn our attention to the battle for the lead. This is between Esteban Ocon and Thomas Gonzalez, the championship leaders. They make their way through Bridge Corner for the 6th time today, through into Private, and then going through Brooklyn's corner now then, and then Gonzalez is ready to pounce. He wants to possibly try and pass Ocon perhaps down into Cop's corner. We'll have to wait and see if he's able to make a move as they make their way through Lovefield, and then they'll be approaching Woodcote before approaching the pit straight. Now here we go then. Gonzalez now starting to line up Ocon. Can he grab the lead from the Frenchman now then? We ride on board with Thomas Gonzalez. Is Gonzalez going to get the move done on Esteban Ocon into Cop's corner? And yes, he can. Thomas Gonzalez takes the lead here in the sprint race, and now he's going to try and get away from Esteban Ocon if he can, and try and make amends after what has been a tricky feature race from him yesterday. We now look at Stoffel Vandoorne, who's now attacking Alexander Rossi for 4th position, and he gets the move done. Up into 4th place goes Stoffel Vandoorne, yesterday's winner, and it looks like he's going to try and pick up some more points this weekend if he can for himself and Willows Jr. Now Rossi finds himself under pressure from Pascal Wehrlein. Meantime, Charles Pic now looking to attack his fellow compatriot Esteban Ocon. There's a contact, and Pic has gone around. Charles Pic has gone around. That's the 3rd person we've seen today make contact down at Stoke corner and spin, and Pic as a result is going to lose the podium as Thomas Gonzalez wins the sprint race here at Silverstone. He has made amends from yesterday. Congratulations to him. Thomas Gonzalez is on a roll this season. What a result for him indeed, and definitely redemption after a tricky feature race yesterday. So there you have it then. Here is the results of the sprint race here at Silverstone. Thomas Gonzalez picks up the victory with Esteban Ocon in 2nd. Stoffel Vandoorne moves up into 3rd after what happened with Charles Pic a little bit earlier on, with Alexander Rossi in 4th. Pascal Wehrlein in 5th, with Fabio Lima completing the points in 6th. Genjo Chi is in 7th, Felipe Nasr in 8th, with Cooper Lee in 9th, Benjamin Pryor in 10th, with Pierre Gasly 11th, with Charles Pic of course setting the fastest lap, but what could have been for Charles Pic. 2nd place looked to be on the cards for him had he not made contact with Esteban Ocon today. Meantime now then, we're going to take a look at the drivers and the team's championship, and as you can see, Thomas Gonzalez now increases his lead to a healthy 22 points ahead of Cooper Lee in 2nd, Fabio Lima in 3rd, Esteban Ocon 4th, Max Verstappen is in 5th, with Stoffel Vandoorne and Charles Pic tied in 6th. In the team's championship, Spaniel have a very healthy lead at the top. They are 31 points clear of Willows, who are in 2nd, OLM Racing are in 3rd, AG Motorsport 4th, Liquid Target tied with them in 5th, Gajera in 6th. So thank you very much guys. We will see you next time at Hockenheim for more FF2M coverage, the halfway point of the season. But until then, I've been Joseph Willows, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care.